Let's start the first tutorial. First of all, we go and open the program. Here it is Liscad SEE. So first we go and create a new file and name the file name. So I am naming it tutorial number 1. You can name it whatever your project name is. Then here is the projection type. We can select any projection type whatever our coordinate system is, either local grid, traverse, Mercator, so on. So I just select traverse Mercator, which is my projection type. Then I may select my projection zone WGS 84. You can select whatever is your zone, or you can just simply go and select local grid. It works fine. Okay, I select here local grid and create a new file on desktop. So Liscad is opened. This is the Liscad's program layout or workspace. So first of all, we see the most important thing here is as I'm dragging my cursor there, it is main menu. This is called the main menu, and there is one button task. When we click on this, so many options popped up like utilities, background images, adjustment, transformation, terrain modeling, profile and design. Whenever we select any of these options, for example, I am selecting here terrain modeling, you can notice the main menu change itself. We go and select any else like volume, the main menu update itself. We go and select profile design, the main menu update itself. So the main thing is whatever we select the task, main menu change itself accordingly. So this is the first thing. Second thing is we will learn about Liscad toolbars. Okay, so for that we go to configuration, toolbars. Here you can see many toolbars are here like generic toolbar, plan toolbar, profile toolbar, cross section and 3D toolbar. So this you can see already checked is one is generic and one is plan toolbar. This on the left hand side, this is generic toolbar. On the top, this is plan toolbar. And we can select from here profile toolbar, which you can see it's popped up. This is the profile toolbar, and cross section toolbar which appears here, and 3D toolbar. So as we are starting from zero, we don't need all of these toolbars. We don't need profile toolbar, cross section toolbar or 3D toolbar. We just need generic toolbar and plan toolbar to start. So here is generic toolbar. Generic toolbar, we have buttons like new file, open file, save as. Here is fit. Fit is like zoom extend in AutoCAD. When you click on it, all of your drawing show up. This we have zoom in, zoom out, window. This window works just like zoom window in AutoCAD. We have pan, redraw, so on, calculator, units, all of these things we have here in generic toolbar. So the second toolbar is plan toolbar. In plan toolbar, we have this button. You can see a small button here. When we drag our cursor there, it shows set point attributes. So we can set points attribute here. For example, I click here, this window pop up, point attributes. So here we have code table, code, groups, color, many options, symbol. For example, I select and change the group of my points. So I will write it point or points. What is group? Group is very important thing here in Liscad. Group is just like a layer in Liscad. So you can turn it on or you can turn it off. We can change the symbol, but I am not changing. Let it go, whatever it is. Okay, we can change color here. We can change dimension sizes. So I am not changing. I am just giving my group name. Okay, select OK. Then here we have line attributes, set line attributes. We click on this, so we can change here our group name for the line, and we can change its color, we can change its line style, these things. Then same thing we have for the polygon, set polygon attributes, and then we have these buttons, create field file and reduce field file, create point by coordinates, so on. We have all these options here. We can delete point and we can delete lines. These options are here. Next thing is status bar and its configuration. So what is status bar? We go to configuration and we click on status bar. Okay, this little window pop-ups. Status bar is right here. You can see on the right bottom it shows meter and grid where is my cursor. So for this status bar configuration, we go to configure, click on status bar. Here is the status bar window. So we are in plan. We select window type plan. In plan we have here, for example, coordinates, distance unit, direction type. So if you need anything else like angle unit or color or block on off, you can just simply add it, apply OK, and it comes down here. Okay, for me I don't need all of this. Sorry, I will go to configure and status bar. I don't need all this. I remove this block on off. I just coordinates, distance unit, direction enough for me. Next thing is configuration, and we have prompt line. What is prompt line? You can see whenever I drag my mouse on the lower left corner, you can see it's giving description of the option. For example, when I drag my mouse here, you can see on lower left corner here, right here, where is my cursor now. When I drag it, so it giving me information about all these button where my mouse is. So configuration, we can turn it off. Prompt line, if we turn it off, you can see nothing right down there. So this is prompt line. We better keep it on. Next thing is tooltips. Okay, what is tooltip? Tooltip is when you drag your cursor or somewhere, you can see this its name appear. When I drag my mouse on fit, it right there fit. When I drag zoom in, it right there zoom in. When drag zoom out, it right there zoom out. So we can uncheck or check this tooltips. So, and we have many other options. You can check these basic options like coordinates, angles, distance. For example, what it is when I click on area, for example, so it's what it is, area precision 0.001, fair enough, up to 1 mm. So we are not changing it, we are not configuring coordinates, angle, distance, area, volume, all of this, so on. There are many things. So what we will configure, the most important thing is units. So we have to set our units as per our project, whatever units we are using in the project. So just go and configure units. So this window appear here. Most important, linear. We have meters. My unit is meter. You can select feet or US feet, anyone. I am working in meters, so I select meter. Area, hectare or square meter. Volume, cubic meter. Grade ratio, percentage. This you can select. Azimuth, I select grid azimuth, and northing, azimuth, easting. This all I select as my units. Most important is linear units. So here we press OK and it will set our units. But once we click on system, once we set all the units and click on system, what it will do, you can see there is the warning. Press OK to use the current attributes for all new jobs. So whenever you open a new job, this setting will be as default setting. So you don't need to come here and every time configure your units. Just click on system, OK. So whenever you open a new file, this units, whatever you set, will come as a default. So here was the first tutorial in which you understand how to create a file, how to select your coordinate system, what is task and main menu, toolbars, short explanation of generic toolbar and plan toolbar, status bar and its configuration, prompt line, tooltips and units. So guys, let's stay tuned and wait for the next tutorial. In next tutorial I will explain you how to go further. Thanks for watching.